Hi everyone, it's Vicky here today and I'm designing with the Hip Kit Club February kits. My task today is to design a layout using fussy cut florals and die cuts. And this completely uses the main kit and the colour kit. So I took these two Cartabella papers from the kit and started to fussy cut some flowers from them. Now the flowers are very similar on both pages, but they are absolutely gorgeous. So I cut a few, and you don't have to see that, that would be a bit painful for you, but in a minute the video will cut and you'll see everything that I cut out. So this isn't my normal style of scrapbooking. I'm normally a brights girl and I usually have a white background, but I really liked these florals, and what I thought I would do is scrap a photo of my parents from 1970. So it's not really vintage, but it's sort of vintagey. So I thought it looked really good, and this black and white paper looks absolutely fabulous with the pink. So here we go. I'm just sort of arranging the florals how I think they will go. This layout is pretty simple. It took some time because of the cutting, but actually the layout is pretty simple. So I put those all in and I grabbed the die cuts and I tucked some tags in behind just for some added interest there. So there's lots of die cuts to choose from, but I wanted sort of tag style die cuts. Sorry, excuse me. So that's sort of more or less how it's going to look. And I just want to add in some flowers. So I just got a flower punch and punched from white cardstock and coloured them with the paints that come in the February kit, colour kit. So I'm going to do 3 pink and 2 blue. So first off, I just paint them plain pink and plain blue. So there we go. So I decided on a third there. And I get the blue out. These paints are lovely and shimmery. They have sort of, the pink sort of almost has gold shimmer in it. They're really lovely. You have to see them to sort of understand how they're working, but they just look so pretty. This kit's been put together so well because the colours just go so well with everything else. So now I'm putting a bit of yellow onto each flower. So just to sort of tone the flower down, a bit more vintagey look, I suppose, as the layout is sort of a vintagey feel. So I do the same there with the blue. And I dry those off, and once they're dry, I place those into my clusters as well. There we go. They just work perfectly. Those paints are just amazing. Just add a bit of sparkle in there. So next up, you'll see my photo. Here it is. So this is my parents on their wedding day. They're dressed to go off for their honeymoon, and they look so young. My dad was 22 and my mum was 20, but you would think that they were younger than that. They're so young. Apologies for the flashing of the camera at the moment. That's from that glare off of my chipboard. I didn't realise that was happening when I was doing it. So that doesn't go on too long. Apologies. So I'm just sticking my photo down with some more of the die cuts, and that sits nicely in there. So now I'm happy. I'm going to start to stick everything down. So of course everything sort of moved. All my die cuts and my flowers moved. So they're all going to be slightly different positions, but that's okay. It looks a little bit different to what I had. Excuse my hair. I'm always showing you my head. I really need to learn how not to do that. Okay, so sticking. I love how just cutting some flowers out of a piece of paper can give you what looks like lots and lots of different die cuts on there. It works so well. Okay, everything's getting stuck down. There's not much left on this layout. I said it was simple, and you'll see that it is. So I'm going to stick my photo down, and I'm going to find a title here, I think, next. Oh no, just one little chipboard that says lovely, just in there, tucked in the flowers. And then my title. Now these Pink Fresh titles, the pink one that says story is the perfect colour. So I decided to use that. And in a moment I also put out the small multicoloured alphas, and I put love with it. They're the exact same colour, so love story. So my parents have been married now for, I think it'll be 50 years next year, so it's a long time. There we go. So love story, and then finally I do some splatters, which it wouldn't be me if I didn't. So I do all three, and when you see the close-ups of these splatters, they're so lovely. They're really glittery and sparkly, and just add that extra bit of dimension to the layout. So there we go. 2 colours, all 3 colours. Those paints are perfect. I can't recommend them enough. So there's the final layout. I hope you like it. I hope you find some inspiration from it. And up here come the close-ups. You can see the sparkly dots and the sparkly flowers there. And the layering. So I didn't stick them fully down, those flowers. I stuck them partially so that they would still stick up a little bit. So thank you for watching. And this has been Vicky for Hip Kit Club. And I will see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.